Hi guys, this is your host and host SUHAIL Mathur, and I welcome you to a brand new episode of Superstars with SUHAIL. And today we have with us a superstar who is not only an award-winning doctor, a multiple award-winning doctor, may I add, but he's also a best-selling author whose book MEDICOS has broken all records. So ladies and gentlemen, he's not only a best-selling author, he's not only a top-shot doctor, but he's also a very nice person and a very dear friend of mine. Without further ado, pleasure and pleased to introduce Mr. Nachiket Vyas in front of all of you. Nachiket, how are you?
Thank you, Suhail bhai. Thank you so much for having me, and it's always a pleasure, coming and meeting and chatting with you. I remember we had a wonderful meeting where we had invited you to the North Zone chapter of the Urological Society a few months ago, and since then I've had multiple people and urologists, say that we have to do this again. So we have a few meetings were lined up inside Varanasi. Maybe I might be contacting you soon for a similar kind of meeting, and always look forward, and thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
The pleasure is all ours, and I welcome you to Superstars with SUHAIL, where the questions will be sharp and the responses hopefully sharper. And before we proceed, I must let you know what our show is about. So we would be having 13 segments on our show. And before we begin, you just need to promise us three things. Number one, that you will be quick and fast. Number two, you will be frank and honest. And number three, you will not be shocked by anything that comes your way. So with those three things firmly in place, let's move to segment one. Segment one, which is called Pehli Pehli Baar Hai. So now, in segment one, Pehli Pehli Baar Hai, we would be chronicling the 5 firsts of your life. And you have to give us quick responses and also give us quick backdrop about these responses so that our viewers can know what we are discussing. So without further ado, here is the first from our set. Your first crush.
My first crush, I think, was when I was doing in my coaching inside 10th class. I had decided to start, pursuing, try to get into the exam, the All India Entrance exam. And I saw a girl, I distinctly remember, and she was, also preparing for exam. She was the first crush of mine.
Is your first salary, and how did you spend it?
Yeah. So after doing my MBBS, when I started my internship, so you have to work inside the hospital, and it's the lowest rung inside a unit. Your intern is like where you enter into your hospital. So I think that the salary was 1100 per month, was it? And that was in 1997. It was not much, and I brought my mother a small ring. So that is something that I distinctly remember. I couldn't buy it inside that 1100, so I took some money from one of my friends and I brought her a ring. I remember that. Yeah.
That is so sweet. Very heartwarming. Your first vehicle?
My first vehicle was a scooter that I got in 11th class. Again, for my coaching and all, it was a Bajaj Cup 80cc, blue colored. And me and my brother used to drive around Agra, going from one coaching center to the other. So that was my first vehicle. Yeah. After I graduated from the cycle. Yeah, Bajaj Cup.
कब लिया आपने उसको? कब लिया?
Sorry?
कब लिया आपने?
Yeah, that was in 1989. Bajaj was we never had options the people and children of these days.
Absolutely.
They have options all around the table. At that time, the only thing that used to drive the country was Bajaj, and that was the cheapest scooter that they had inside the whole of their range. And it was
some fantastic stuff. And Hamara Bajaj was a very popular tagline that they had.
The country was built on Bajaj.
Yes. So your first literary memory, something that you would associate as the earliest memory from the world of literature.
Yeah. So there used to be a medical journal that used to come out from our medical college, and it used to come biannually, 6 monthly, and that was Spandan. So I used to frequently write inside Spandan. And I remember that the first thing that I wrote was in Spandan only, and this was inside my first MBBS. Maybe it would have been in 1991.
Okay.
And I wrote about difficulties in exams and what students have to do and face So this was my first memory of that. Yeah.
And to be honest, you converted it very well. So a medical journal and you writing something, and then your book also formed the genesis of the combination
I
of the
think that
two.
yeah, I think that you and many of our authors and friends know that writers, they tend to pen down their experiences.
Yes.
And I think that it was a lot of the experience that I had inside medical college, good experiences, bad experiences, that ultimately I was able to pen down and inside MEDICOS. And I've been very frank with you inside our discussions when we were writing it down. And I'm happy at the way that it came. And thank you so much. I always I'm indebted to you from the bottom of my heart. You were able to show MEDICOS, a battle for survival, the light of the day, and always will be always happy to have brought it to you, and you brought it into fruition.
Thank you so much. Which brings me to the next question, which is also related to this, that how did the idea of your first book with the book Bakers germinate? So the first book, of course, is MEDICOS, Battle for Survival. How did the idea germinate for this book?
So SUHAIL, I got selected inside after I did all my residencies, and I did all my I had taken my degree in urology. Then my first posting was in Jodhpur, and I was traveling from Jaipur to Jodhpur. I was in Agra at that time. I went to Jaipur by bus, and then from Jaipur I was going to Jodhpur, and I was at the bus stand, and all of a sudden I had heard about 5 Point Someone, it being a wonderful book. And so I'm just taking some newspaper and something to eat, because it's a 8-hour journey, and I pick up Chetan's 5 Point Someone, and then I start reading it, and I get hooked up into it. And it was like Chetan himself has said that it was his experiences inside IIT that he had penned down. And once I started reading the book, then I could correlate so many things. And it was if that inside my mind I had a medical version of something which was similar, and then all the things that as a doctor I had seen and experienced, like the problems of hospitals getting I or hospitals are constantly at the radar of private corporates because it's lucrative for them. Life and death. I have so many experiences in which we won battles against life, we won battles against death, patients that we were able to save, good patients that we weren't able to save, the menace of drugs, and how good students ultimately the fall for the problem of alcoholism, which is rampant inside today's, I'm just not doctors, maybe professional colleges, alcohol has become very rampant. So I had something, I had multiple narratives, and I was able to just intertwine them together in the form of a DNA, and that was the inspiration for MEDICOS.
Yes, wonderful. And I think that has also come across, because with the kind of response, the reception and reactions people have given to the book, and it sold so many copies. I think a lot of people, not only from the medical fraternity but also those outside, have resonated with the contents of the book. So I think that is where your victory lies, and well done. And with that, we've ended the first segment, and now we come to segment 2, which is called the Rocking Rapid Fire. So now in the Rocking Rapid Fire, I'll be asking you 10 questions, and you have to respond to them in pretty much in a rocking and rapid manner. So here goes. A movie that you saw on the sly from your parents.
A movie that I saw from
A movie you saw on the sly from your parents, yes.
I think it was Star Wars, because my parents, they were very strict, and it was just Star Wars. I had to see it. I'd heard one of my friends, he was a businessman, and so businessman's son, he had a video projector, so I just went for that one.
Okay, nice. An Indian female author or someone from the literary fraternity you find pretty.
All of them, but difficult questions.
No, it's just a compliment, so it's okay.
Shobha De. She was also one of my crushes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I love her writing, and she's very candid. I look up to her. Shobha De.
Nice. So basically, Nachiket likes Shobha, be it day or night, right? So,
exactly. All
okay.
times.
Commercial success or critical acclaim?
commercial success.
Okay. Book launches or Lit Fest?
Lit Fest, always Lit Fest. Just the ambience of Lit Fest, I mean, it's mesmerizing.
Who's hotter? Girl in a sari or girl in a bikini?
Girl in a sari.
Okay.
I mean, there's always left things for imagination, so girl in a sari.
Okay. An Indian actor you would like to date?
Disha Patani. Actually, if my wife Aarti allows me, I'm going to divorce Aarti and then I'm going to run after Disha Patani. And she's going to be mad seeing this. I am like following her like mad on Instagram. You name it. I have the hots for Disha Patani. Sorry, Aarti. Sorry.
You have a good choice though, definitely. But
Yeah.
I know someone who was using their GPS and their GPS wasn't working. So they met Tiger Shroff on route,
Oh.
and they asked him the location wherever the
Okay.
gentleman was going. And you know what Tiger said? He
Yeah.
said "Mujhe Disha pata nahi." So
I just have to add one thing to Tiger. Tiger, bad choice. You shouldn't have said no to her.
yes, the jury's still out on who said no to whom though, but maybe
Okay.
good for you.
Okay.
But yes, so Disha Patni is your choice. Good choice. Naughty or nice?
Naughty, always naughty. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm in my naughty. I'm in my naughty 50s now, so naughty.
Okay. Movies or web series?
Movies.
Right.
Yeah. Still a sucker for movies, and any day. I mean, sometimes web series they work, but usually I think movies, the content that they show, I mean, they get so much inside 1.5 and 2 hours. Always
Okay.
movies.
For me too. Okay. An Indian book you wish you had written?
The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. He's also a doctor, one of my inspirations, and I think that it is a beautiful. He also echoed his experiences about the way Afghanistan was ravished, and I think he wrote down his experiences. We were just talking about all of us have experiences. I think the Kite Runner really moved me to tears multiple times. Yeah. So that,
Mind, body, or soul? The aspect that impresses you the most?
I think the mind, because I think that the mind gives you, eyes to search the body and go into the soul.
Very good. Well put answer. And with that, we wrap up segment 2. So some good answers coming in. Very honest, very frank, candid answers. So
Honest.
great job, Dr. Nachiket Vyas over there. And which brings me to segment 3, which is called Pucho To Jane. So now in Pucho To Jane, what I would be doing is that I'd be asking you a question. Now this question has actually been asked by one of the authors from the Book Bakers Literary Agency, especially for you.
Yeah.
So not only do you have to respond to it, you also have to guess who's asked you that question. And here is where you have a 3 idiots connotation. So I'll be giving you 3 options. So if you're able to answer in the first go, you are like Rancho Amir Khan, who's like the topper of the class. If you answer in the second go, you are like Farhan, played by Madhavan, who's somewhere in the middle. And if you answer at the fag end, then you are like Raju, played by Sharman Joshi, who's academically not so sound. Alright, so let's see the question first, and then we will move to who asked it. So, question I feel is a fairly simple one. So you've been lucky here. Question is, what's more important to you? A patient's smile or a book's success?
I think a patient smile. Still,
Yeah, it's a very
yeah.
fairly simple question, but maybe we could have tweaked it to what's more important to you? Smile on the face of your patient or a smile on the face of your reader?
Still, I think that whatever I am today, even the author in me has been brought out by the doctor in me. So I think that still the smile and the satisfaction that we get
Of course.
in treating patients, I mean, the feeling is,
That is unparalleled, absolutely.
unparalleled.
So now we have 3 options for you, and you have to tell me who's asked this question. Has this been asked by Dr. Aditya Nigot? Has this been asked by Dr. Siddharth Nirvan? Or has this been asked by Dr. Jas Kohli?
I think that I don't know why Siddharth Nirvan keeps on doing all these kind of things to me. put something. So I think that Siddharth Nirwan has to be the culprit. I mean, Siddharth would always try to put me in a fix. So I think that's Siddharth.
And I must tell you that you're absolutely wrong. It is not Siddharth. So you have two more.
Just Kohli, sir. Just Kohli, sir.
Congratulations, Nachiket. You have become Raju of the class because that was asked by Dr. Aditya Nigot.
Why? Always a backbencher. I mean, I wasn't the best in my medical school, but still, I mean, even becoming a unit head in the Department of Urology, getting to do transplant, going to Jodhpur to do a transplant, and still I'm at the back of this. Why is it? Okay, sorry, didn't do well
but the question was interesting nonetheless. So, well done on answering it. And Dr. Aditya Nigot did ask that. So, which brings me to segment 4, which is called Best and the Worst. So in Best and the Worst, we're going to ask you a few of your favorite things and a few things that you totally abhor. So here we go. Your favorite dish.
My favorite dish is lal mas.
All right.
Lal mas with roti, coming from Rajasthan.
Yes, absolutely.
Favorite dish, famous dish. So I am a sucker for lal mas any day.
The yuckiest dish you've ever had.
It has to be my mother-in-law's cholas. She makes the worst cholas in the whole world. I remember I got married in 2002, was it? And first time I went to my susral, and there were multiple things over there, and there was too much haldi in the cholas, and she was forcefully trying to feed it to me, and I had to just say, Mom, they're the worst cholas that I don't want to have cholas ever again. So since 2002, now it's been 21 years, she never makes cholas for me, and she knows that. And if Mom, you're listening to me, they haven't improved. You make the worst cholas of the world.
What a candid answer. I'm sure your wife will not enjoy watching this interview. But
I have told her multiple times that Mom makes bekar cholas.
चलो ठीक है, फिर ठीक है. Your favorite film?
My favorite film, I love the science. I love science fiction. So I think that it's a close contest again between Predator, Alien versus Predator, Star Trek. I mean, I think that I have seen those kind of films maybe hundreds and hundreds of times. Okay. I can still watch if the kids are watching something and they are surfing through channels, and I see Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator, then I'll tell them that, okay, you go to your room, TV is mine, I'm watching it again.
Okay.
So those kind of films, yeah.
The worst movie you've ever seen?
Abhi, recently my daughter, she gave her needs, so she's been going through all those retro movies, and मैं प्रेम की दीवानी हूँ, Salman Khan. I mean, I couldn't go even a minute, and I wanted to smash the movie.
No, but Salman Khan's not in मैं प्रेम की दीवानी हूँ.
No, I mean it was Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah,
Hrithik Roshan and Kareena Kapoor, and I don't know, she just had this fat. She's just watching all those retro movies, and I couldn't watch it for 5 minutes. I tried watching it with her. Hrithik, you've done a bad job.
By his own admission. So actually the only person who got appreciation for that movie was Abhishek Bachchan, because he was the only one who was acting normally. So there has been an interview where Hrithik said that the director Suraj Barjati actually asked him to overact in every scene, and he also believes that मैं प्रेम की दीवानी हूँ is his worst performance. So because how it. Yeah, because he's like, instead of saying hello auntie, how are you, it's like, oh auntie, how are you auntie, and that's how it moves around. So that's pretty much what he said, that it wasn't him at all. So yeah, you have got a
even Kareena, sorry to cut you off. Even Kareena, there was a starting scene in which they are passing out to college, and they're asked what you're going to do. So like Kareena is, हम लोग अपनी शादी की बात करेंगे अब से.
I know. Okay, your favorite actor?
My favorite, Tom Hanks.
Okay. The best film and worst film of your favorite actor?
I think that the best film was Forrest Gump. It was very difficult to do a Forrest Gump.
And worst is Lal Singh Chaddha.
Lal Singh. Amir did a good job. I think that he did a good job. But maybe the audience that our Indian audience wasn't ready for a movie like Lal Singh. This is because, I mean, bringing it from a Hollywood to a Bollywood platform, there are multiple things that you had to take into consideration. I think Lal Singh was well made. Amir acted very well, but maybe the audience was not as
excited about it.
Receptive to Lal Singh.
So what's the worst Tom Hanks movie then?
I think that he didn't act really very well in Scully. I think that he could have done a better job. Maybe it was a more a type of a descriptive, biographical, autobiographical film. So I think that his the acting that Tom Hanks is known for. Scully was a good movie, but I think that he could have done better.
Is it the plane one? Is it the plane movie?
Yeah, this is the plane one. Yeah.
So basically, I saw a meme which said that never ever travel with Tom Hanks.
Correct.
Because if he goes in a ship, the sea pirates catch him.
Yeah.
If he goes in a plane, firstly he'll get stuck at the airport. Then if he does manage to catch a plane, the plane will face its own issues. And if he does find a way through all of it, then he'll get stuck in a jungle. Right?
Exactly.
So that is how Tom Hanks' movie trajectory is like. So never ever travel with Tom Hanks. Is the bottom line. Okay.
But if you get stuck in the airport with Catherine Zeta-Jones, then I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, then you don't mind, of course. Your favorite song?
My favorite song, multiple Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Still listening to it after 35, 36 years.
A hit or a popular song that you don't like, what didn't like?
I think all of these songs of Nicki Minaj, my children keep on listening to them. They try to make me listen to them, but maybe the genre itself. I mean, I don't like. Sorry, Nicki, I don't like your voice. Also, I think that it's more of a type of a shriek, devil shriek. So I've never got around, Nicki's. As a matter of fact, I think Nicki Minaj. I don't like any of us.
Fair enough. Your least favorite actor?
Least favorite actor right now would be Salman Khan, sir. Sorry.
The worst movie of your least favorite actor?
Worst movie, Tiger Returns. All of them. Tiger Returns, Tiger Re-Returns, Tiger shall return in the future.
So basically, you guys know why Nachiket hates Tiger so much, because he loves Disha. Right, so that's why he doesn't like Tiger. Okay, we get it.
Disha, yeah.
So I mean, you jumble up Disha, you will get Shadi. So it's an appropriate one. Okay, the best thing about your spouse, now that we're talking about Shadi, is the best thing about your spouse?
I think the best thing about Aarti is she gives me my own space. Yeah. So she'll give me my own time, my own space, my own room. Not ask me where, when, how, whatever, like those things. Yeah. She gives me my space.
And a thing you would want to improve in your spouse?
I think that she also like a mother doesn't cook very well. Aarti is a bad cook also. I mean, maybe it's running in the family or something, but she makes good pasta, but the rest of sorry again. Maybe.
But I guess you are the one who cooks well, no? Because you cook up such wonderful stories and bring them out in the form of books. So it has to be balanced somewhere.
All experience. I joke with her sometimes that I don't have much of GI, symptoms. I don't have stomach aches and all, because after food, when I got married, then I was living with her in hostel. We lived in hostel for 4 years, so we had to cook our own food. So in 4 years that we were in hostel, all my intestines, they have become steel lined.
Oh.
So that's why I don't have much of GI problems and all, thanks to Vyas and the food that made
so
me.
So you are actually the man of steel. You are actually the man of steel. Not Superman.
The man of intestines lined with steel.
Okay, and that brings me to segment 5, which you've answered wonderfully well in segment 4 as well. And segment 5 is called Dimag Ka Dahi. So now in Dimag Ka Dahi, Nachiket, I'll be asking you a couple of maybe one or two brain teasers, and you just have to respond to them. All right? So your brain teaser is this: that एक बार एक दुकान में एक गूंगा जाता है, उसको टूथब्रश चाहिए होता है, तो वो जाके शॉपकीपर को ऐसे ऐसे करता है, एंड द शॉपकीपर इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, उसको समझ आ जाता है कि इसको टूथब्रश चाहिए, एंड ही गिव्स हिम द टूथब्रश। थोड़ी देर बाद एक अंधा आता है, उसको स्पेक्स चाहिए होती है, कैसे मांगेगा?
अंधा
कैसे
अंधा
मांगेगा?
अंधा ओए वो दे दो, स्पेक्स दे दो। अंधा है,
Absolutely correct.
अंधा
Yes,
है, अंधा है।
yes, yes, yes. Right answer, and not like this, like a lot of people say. He will
Yeah.
ask. Okay, that is good. So I have another question for you, which is Chan Wong and Chin Wong had three sons. Chan Wong and Ching Wong had three sons. Every son had one wife, one son, and one sister. How many people were there in the family? Chan Wong and Ching Wong had three sons. Each son had one wife, one sister, and one son. How many people were there in the family?
2 and 3 and 3, 12. Sorry, 12.
And if you, how did you arrive at that?
Chan Wong, Chin Wong, 2, 3 sons, 5, and 3 children, 8,
Eight,
and 3 sisters,
11,
11,
and
and,
wives. One wife each.
one wife, 11 and 3, sorry, 14.
14. So your final answer is 14 then, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I would like to tell you that 14 is the wrong answer. 12 was
That's
the
why I
right
didn't take
answer.
math.
12 was the right answer.
Okay.
But your method to reach to 12 was not right. Chan
Okay.
Wong, Ching Wong दो गए, ठीक है? उनके 3 बेटे, 5. उनके एक बेटे, 8 हो गए, 8,
Yeah.
ठीक है? उनकी 3 wives, 11 हो गया,
Hmm.
और each of them had one sister. अब sister तो common ही रहेगी ना तीनों की.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Sister तो common ही रहेगी ना.
That's why I didn't take mathematics. I would have made a very bad engineer. So that's why I was
Well,
writing.
if you would have taken it up, you would have written a book called MEDICOS. I know that. All right, so that brings to an end a very interesting round, and we come to the next segment, which is called Never Have I Ever. So Nachiket, in Never Have I Ever, what you need to do is you need to show us your 10 fingers, and I'll ask you 10 questions. Whatever you have done, whenever you've done it, you put a finger down, and if you've not done it, you just let me know and I'll move to the next one. So very quickly then, never have I ever stolen in a shop. You have. Okay. Beaten someone from the opposite gender. No. Okay.
Never.
Kiss someone from the same gender.
Never.
Okay. Made an excuse to not pay the restaurant bill.
Multiple
Okay.
times.
Stalked the profile of an ex.
Million times.
Okay. Got drunk at a party.
10 million times.
Had naughty thoughts about an office colleague.
A gazillion times.
Okay, let's see.
I'm working with nurses. I'm working with nurses a gazillion times.
Yeah, but you would be calling them sister, na? That's the sad part. Okay.
It is.
Kissed in public. I thought you will say 100 million times or something. Okay. Okay. Used a pickup line to impress someone.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one,
Both the
lied.
times.
Lied about
worked.
your actual location to someone.
Yeah, Aarti. Yes. Sorry, Aarti. I lied to you multiple times.
Oh my God, she's going to beat you, and she may even beat me for conducting this interview. So my
Apple pulp,
apologies
apple pulp.
well in advance.
Why
But
apple pulp? She's going to beat us to apple pulp today.
apple pulp. Okay. So 8 on 10 is fantastic. You've done some really interesting things, and in fact, you had 1 on 3. So the last 7 you got 100 out of 100. So well done. You really caught up, and 8 on 10 is very nice and interesting. Which brings me to my favorite segment, which is segment 7.
Can I add a question?
Please do.
Can I add a question?
Yeah.
Have you done drugs? Yes. In BHU, everybody does drugs. Yes, I have.
Okay. Fine. I thought you'd say that we deal with drugs on a daily basis. Medicines are also drugs, so everyone does drugs. Okay, but
I've done the fun stuff.
the fun stuff. Okay.
वाराणसी घाट पे.
अच्छा. So आते हैं segment 7. मैं हूँ कौन? So now, what I have done is that I will be asking you about a personality, and I'll be giving you 3 clues about that personality. You have to guess who that personality is. So if you're able to guess after I give you the first clue or even the second clue, you will receive a lifeline or a benefit for one of our future rounds. In case you give a wrong answer, then you will be penalized for the future round. Okay, so if you don't know, you can pass. I'll move to the third clue. And in the third clue, you can take a wild guess. That's okay, because there are no penalties but no benefits either. So here is the first clue about your personality. My mother was only 14 years old when she got married. But as luck would have it, I bettered it by getting married at the age of 9 to my real uncle's daughter.
Kafi Azmi Saab?
No, that's wrong. Now you are liable for a, punishment. Okay, let's see. The second is, 2 of my friends, apart from a close-knit circle of 7 others, Mahesh and Ramtanu, were much older to me, though they are always depicted as younger to me in the field of art and literature.
Okay. So, Sharman Joshi getting married at 9. Sorry, boss.
2 of my friends, apart from a circle of 7 others, Mahesh and Ramtanu, were much older to me, though they are always depicted as younger to me in the field of art and literature. Okay, so you've said Sharman Joshi. We'll move to the third clue now. Comedians like Ali Asgar and Kiku Sharda from the Kapil Sharma show both have had the honor to portray me on television, in stark contrast from how I have been depicted on celluloid.
Okay. Kapil Sharma acted.
Ali Asgar and Kiku Sharda from the Kapil Sharma show both have had the honor to portray me on television, in stark contrast from how I am depicted on celluloid.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, yaar. I'm so sorry. I'm not good at this.
Now you can take a guess. अभी तो free है ना, मतलब कोई penalty नहीं है.
Johnny Walker.
No, that's wrong. The answer is Emperor Akbar. You come from Agra, so the question was from someone who resided in Agra and around Agra near Fatehpur Sikri for a very long time. So answer is
Sharman. I got Sharman in a Bal Vivah. Sorry, Sharman.
Shahenshah Akbar. So his mother Hamida Bano was 14 when she got married, and Akbar got married at the age of 9 to Ruqayya Begum, who was Hindal's daughter, though their marriage was solemnized when he was 14. 2 of my friends, apart from a circle of 7 others, which makes it the Navratnas.
Everything's coming now.
The Navratnas. Mahesh and Ramtanu. So Mahesh Das is Birbal and Ramtanu Sen is Tansen. And so they were actually much older. In fact, Birbal was 14 years older to Akbar, and Tansen was around 42 years older to Akbar, somewhere around that, 42 or 50 years older to Akbar. And but whenever you see them on screen, they are always shown as young, and Akbar is shown as the older guy. But history is different. Comedians like Ali Asgar and Kiku Sharda, both of them have played the role of Akbar in a show called Akbar Birbal. that used to earlier come on Big Magic, where Kiku used to play Akbar, and then it came on the new channel of Star, which is Star Bharat, I think, where Ali
Yes.
Asgar played the role.
Yeah.
And stark contrast, because on celluloid it's been played by the legendary Prithviraj Kapoor, and then of course the dashing Hrithik Roshan.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so that was your personality, and
It was a
that
disaster.
brings-
I did a disaster. I mean, it was downhill. I mean, 7 rounds were good, but it's all downhill from here. Now I know. I mean, where Akbar and Sharman Joshi Sharman. I'm so sorry.
All right, so that brings a close to segment 7, and we move to segment 8, which is called Picture Abhi Baki Hai Mere Dost. So Nachiket, in Picture Abhi Baki Hai Mere Dost, we ascertain what the star cast for the movie version of your book would be. So if I was to ask you, who would you cast as the boy who has a problem with his father? Who would you cast as the boy who gets into drugs? And if you have to cast the couple, the girl and the boy who are in love with one another, and then they have to go to court, so on and so forth, who would you cast for those two roles? What would your response be?
Okay, so I think that the person who has issues with drugs, maybe Farhan Akhtar, would do a great job.
Okay.
Farhan Akhtar is a great actor.
Sure.
And then the person who has issues with, I think, his love life. I think that Hrithik would be good in this, because I think that Hrithik, sorry, you've not done well inside your love lives also. So Hrithik would be well and would do well. And for the person who is having issues with his father, I think the depth which Amir Khan brings on the table, I think if once he gets into his zone, then I think that Amir would be an excellent choice.
Okay, and what
for
about
that.
the girl? What about the girl?
The
couple.
girl, yeah, the couple.
You mentioned Hrithik in the boys. Who would be the girl?
The girl, I think the
Disha.
Disha Patani, even though I love her, but I don't think that she would. Don't get angry with me, Disha. I think that Anushka Sharma. I love her acting, and I have a slight,
So we have Farhan
favorite
Akhtar, Hrithik
bias.
Roshan, Anushka Sharma, and Amir Khan. So 4 people we have. Very interesting star cast. Now that is your star cast in your mind.
Yeah.
That doesn't work like that over here. So what we do
No.
over here is something different. So if you
Okay.
can see, there are these 2 chit boxes that I have.
Yeah.
One has names of actors, the other has names of actresses. So I'll be swirling them, and you have to ask me to stop. The moment I stop,
Okay.
I will then take out 3 chits. You have to tell me 1, 2, or 3 which number do you want, and then we reserve that
Okay.
chit for that character, and that's how the star cast
Okay.
is inserted in a fun manner.
Wonderful.
We'll start
Wonderful.
off. We'll start off with the boy who has problems with his father first. Okay.
Yeah. Stop.
Okay. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. So 1, 2, 3. Which one would you want?
I want number 2.
Okay. Putting 1 back. Putting 3 back. Who was
Stop.
it? No, wait. This is for which character now?
I think the
couple
person who
boy,
has got drug problems.
the boy who's got
the-
drug problems. Okay.
Drug problems.
That's 1. That's 2. And that is 3. So which one? 1, 2, 3.
Number one. It's
Okay.
usually the bright boys that fall into the trap of drugs.
Okay.
The first.
Now the lover boy.
The lover boy, stop.
1, 2, 3. Which one?
Three.
3?
Lover boys usually end up last, like I did.
Okay. Now for the girl.
Yeah. Stop.
1, 2, and 3. So which one? 1, 2, 3.
Number two.
Okay. So let's see what your cast is. The boy who has... You actually have a very interesting cast. Okay. The boy who has problems with his father. His role is going to be played by Ranbir Kapoor. Okay.
Well, Ranveer always did have a few issues.
Not Ranveer. Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor. Yeah. So Ranbir usually had a few issues with his dad initially, but I'm happy that they patched up together. So this is really good because even in the novel they patch up in the end.
The boy who has drug issues is going to be played by Shah Rukh Khan.
Sorry, Shah Rukh sir. Maybe in a junior Shah Rukh would have, maybe. I mean, it's just for
Go there. Okay. And the lover couple is going to be played by the very pretty Urvashi Rautela. And
I loved her at Gala Met abhi in Canis mein, the peacock dress was all flowing, the blue lipstick. I'm also a fan of hers. I love her.
Good choice. So the very beautiful Urvashi Rautela, and in a relationship with her in your book would be the very dashing Kamal Rashid Khan, KRK. So
KRK.
So Ranbir Kapoor, Shah Rukh Khan, KRK, and Urvashi Rautela is how your cast goes. But I think your book will be a hit with Ranbir and Shah Rukh already there. I think the movie should do pretty well, right? And we'll have KRK for some controversy as well. So should work out well.
Always, yeah.
So that brings a close to segment 8 and takes us to segment 9, which is called What Would You Do? So I would be asking you 10 questions and you have to tell me very quickly what would you do if you woke up as Bobby Darling?
If I woke up as Bobby Darling, I'd get a better wardrobe. I hate his wardrobe.
Okay.
I'm not against his personal preferences, but his wardrobe sucks.
So from wardrobe we come to the next question, which is also wardrobe oriented, which goes like, what would you do if Urfi Javed was your fashion designer?
If Urfi Javed was my fashion designer, I'd cut on the budget. I wouldn't need much, budget on clothes and meters of. I'd cut her budget first.
But she doesn't use too much of clothes in any case.
That's why she doesn't need much budget, na? Matlab only 250 centimeters में सब हो जाएगा.
चलो हो जाएगा ना, sure. चलो ठीक है. If Arjun Kapoor approached you to act as you in your biopic, what would you tell him?
I would tell him that the price has to be right. Not less than 25 crores minimum.
Okay. He may be able to manage that. All right.
Yeah.
If you had the power of invisibility,
I'd go and sneak into Disha Patani's apartment any day and stay there for the rest of my natural life till I die, till I rot there. Inside only a corner of a room. Just stay there.
Okay. If your cell phone fell into the toilet,
then I take it out, whatever the condition of the toilet would be. Even if the flush is not working and somebody's dunked 100 kilos, put my hand over there because these hands have been in worse places.
Okay.
So I take out my phone, wash it, put it in rice and reuse it and not throw it.
You won't throw the phone, or you won't throw the rice that you put the phone in?
I would definitely throw the rice, but not the phone.
Or maybe you could use the rice with the chole, and someone could have chole chawal. They'd be a perfect combination for one.
With those cholas, they have to be known as killer chola chawals.
Okay, so the next one is, if God came in front of you.
If God came in front of me, then I'd say, man, you could have done better. We're a mess right now. Okay. The world would have been a happier place if I would have helped him.
If you were swimming and someone stole your clothes,
I'd go full Monty outside and beat the hell out of that person.
Okay. If you found yourself inside the Big Boss house,
I would most likely be chucked out the first day because I have a big mouth. I know it.
No, I think
They'd beat me too. They'd
people
beat
who have a
me.
big mouth, they'll keep them till the end. That's how the show works.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, the
Then,
boring ones get out
I-
first. The interesting ones stay till the end.
So then most likely I'd win. Yeah, I'd
Yes.
win then. Definitely win. Yeah.
Super. If someone changed your gender,
Then I just ask Disha. Disha, is it okay for you? I mean, no issues, Disha.
all right. Oh, by the way, you were mentioning that Disha's first boyfriend. If rumors are to be believed, they broke up because he was seeing someone who was from the same gender, like from his own gender. So Disha's first boyfriend broke up with her due to that. So since you mentioned that, I thought I'd let you know. Yes.
I still have a chance, even if it's one in God knows a gazillion. I still have a chance then with Disha.
Absolutely. I like your determination. And that brings me to segment 10, which is called What Next? So, in What Next, you just need to tell our readers, and we have a lot of readers watching this who would want to know what are you working on next and by when can we see the book out?
So, Suhail bhai, I'm working on a medical thriller. This thriller basically, again, it's something to do with the transplant program and with all the hanky-panky which is going on inside the transplant program. And it's about the junior most inside a transplant unit who finds out that something wrong is being done by higher authorities. And yes, so I'm working on that. I'm trying to write. I have very restricted and limited time to write, so I think that I'll be with it done with around 3 or 4 months. So I maybe have completed around 65% of it. Yeah.
So now in Zaban Sambhal Ke, there are 6 tongue twisters that I have, and you have to tell me a number, and I'll tell you what
Okay.
tongue twister is there on that number. Since you
Okay.
gave the wrong answer, you are actually liable for a penalty. That I'll decide later on whether I want to give it to you or not, and what that penalty should be. But first,
Okay.
let's choose from 1 to 6. What number would you like to take? They're randomly placed.
5.
Okay. So number 5 is a tongue twister, which is नदी किनारे है किराने की दुकान. नदी किनारे है नदी किनारे है किराने as a grocery this thing. नदी किनारे है किराने की दुकान. So you have to say it quickly 10 times.
नदी किनारे है किराने की दुकान, 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 नदी किराने है किराने की नहीं, I got it wrong. नदी किनारे है
ठीक है
किराने
ठीक
की
है,
दुकान,
चलो
नदी
5
किनारे-
times कर दिया, 5 times कर दिया. Well and good. Clap for them. That's nice.
Thank
We
you,
did well.
thank you.
Good job. So, which brings me to our final segment, which is TBB Shoutout, segment 13. So, in segment 13, TBB Shoutout, you just need to tell us how has your experience been working with the bookmakers, and what do you make out of our show, Superstars with Suhail?
I think it has been a privilege and an honor for me to work with the bookmakers and with Suhail bhai. When a writer brings something on the table, then he's totally lost and it's totally directionless. And I remember when I talked to you, then you were so clear inside what the way forward would be. I mean, I remember you had a whole plan in place, and it was very comfortable, getting along with you, and you told and explained the process, how we would take things forward. And I also a shout out to the amount of energy and the amount of work that is put out by your team. I mean, be it inside the promotion, sending it to different book houses and sending it to different editors. I mean, the cover, one of the best covers that I still think I couldn't get over the cover that the bookmakers had given.
And the trailer received so much appreciation.
The trailer is beautiful. I mean, I still when I send it to someone, then it's just mesmerizing. I mean, the day I saw the trailer, it just swept me off my feet. And just the intent of the trailer, the heart and soul that has been put down inside the trailer, it was absolutely wonderful. And I think that it couldn't have been possible without the help and without the support of Suhail by yourself
Thank you
and
so much.
the
Thank
book
you.
bakers. It means the world to me that you took me on board. And I think that our bonding has just got stronger and stronger.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm
Oh,
totally in awe
by the
with.
way, I'll be for sure this time coming in June to Jaipur, so I'll definitely
Wonderful,
catch up with you. Towards
wonderful,
the end of June,
wonderful.
I'll be
We
coming
have to
for
do
three
that.
to 4 days.
We
I'll definitely catch
we
up.
have to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you so much that you've done, and continue to do. And we continue to pester you day in and day night, irrespective of whether it's morning, we have some queries, and you're so prompt to answer them. And I mean, you're a god sent angel for all of us. And I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart whatever you have done.
Thank you, bro.
And
So kind of you. And I'd just like to say that, a trailer is only as representative of a book. So, because the book had so much of merit, it just made our job much easier. But it's been fantastic working with you, and the book has done so well. So, looking forward to, an encore with your medical thriller as well, and many more books
Thank
in
you.
the future. Please do let
Thank
us
you,
know
Suhail.
what did you make out of the show Superstars with Suhail.
I'll do that. And it was absolutely wonderful coming and talking with you. And we had fun. I mean,
Lot of
I,
fun.
I, we have so many
I think
seminars.
it was the most madcap interview that I've had till now, and it'll be a tough one to
Yeah.
beat. So it was hilarious to the core.
Thank you so much. I have so many seminars which are going on with the boys. We have case presentations. Literally every day we have journal club discussions, case discussions. But as you said, that I had to be candid. And one thing that I always like to do is be candid and be open and never lie. I cannot
Yes.
be, I cannot put a Modi mask on myself. So there you go. And
So you can't ever be a patient, because then you'll have to lie on bed,
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
can't lie. So
I can't lie. I can't
that's
lie.
why
I
you're
thoroughly
the
enjoyed
doctor.
it. Thank you so
That's why
much.
you're a doctor. But yes,
So,
I
bye,
enjoyed
thank
it
you so
too.
much.
Thanks a lot for being there, and I'm sure our viewers will have a blast seeing this. They'll love it. So thank you so much, and the viewers, thank you for watching this fantastic episode. I'll be back next week with another superstar and another very interesting personalities. Till then, this is Suhail Mathur and Dr. Nachiket Vyas saying bye-bye to you. Cheers and take care.
Thank you, Suhail bhai.
Bye.
Really appreciate it. Disha, I love you.
Bye.